Welcome to Formula Drift Insider. I'm Ryan Sage. This week we sit down with defending FD champion Vaughn Gittin Jr. and hear what the always entertaining and beautiful promo models have to say about Formula Drift and some of its drivers. In 2010, Vaughn Gittin Jr. arguably had the most dominant performance in Formula Drift history, making his Mustang the car to beat by reaching the podium with it 6 times. He single-handedly changed drifting in more ways than one. And while it seems as though Vaughn will not defend his championship this year, he has had a resurgence in the past few rounds and is always a force to be reckoned with. Let's hear from the force himself right now.
I'm Vaughn Gittin Jr., driver of the Monster Energy Falcon Tire Ford Mustang. I'm the 2010 Formula Drift champion, self-taught drifter, and I've been here in Formula D since the inaugural year of 2004. I love it. You know, drifting is my heart, it's my passion, it's my life, and hope to do it until I can barely drive a car. I mean, you know, being a champion's been amazing. It's definitely tough to come in this year. You know, I made a big mistake in Long Beach, didn't qualify, just a stupid human error, and unfortunately, I've been behind the ball all year chasing it, trying to get back up. I can't control the results, so I just do the best that I can all year. But fortunately, I was champion last year, so I've kind of gotten maybe a little by on having a mediocre year this year, but next year I plan on stepping it up. It definitely feels good to be number one, have that number one plate on the car, and I hope to get that back in the near future. And my advice for somebody that's wanting to get into drifting, you know, I get this question asked a lot, and how do I get sponsors? The first thing they ask, and you know, my advice is to not even think about sponsors. Go out, save your money, buy a little junk car to play around in, slide in, start off with used tires if you can't afford new tires, and just go out there and enjoy drifting for what it is. It's fun. I mean, that's why I got into drifting. I never thought I'd be a professional. I just got into the sport because I loved it. I love the scene, I love the lifestyle, and it just suited me. You know, being behind the wheel of a car, showing my personality is what this sport's about, and that's what I would advise everybody to do, is just have fun. And if the perks or the opportunity of being a professional driver comes, that's just more the better. But the sport itself, without any of the corporate work and any of the professional aspects of the series or the sport, it's an amazing sport, and that's why I love drifting and why I continue to do it.
Quite a personality. Now let's meet some personalities we haven't yet and get up close and personal with some lovely young ladies of Formula Drift. They sure know how to rev our engines, but what do they know about the other kind? Let's find out.
Well, my favorite driver would be Kyle Mohan.
I like any driver that runs next to me.
Our driver. I don't know his name. Wait, I should know his name. I don't know any of the drivers of Motor Drift. This is my first event. Well, my favorite driver is Kenneth Mullen and Frederick Gosper. Vaughn Gooch. I don't know.
I would say Matt Powers.
Anyone that's repping KW, especially. We have a team of about 5 drivers here.
My favorite driver is Taka Ono. I've been a huge fan of the Corolla since day one, and he rocks it, so you gotta love him.
The most important part on a drift car? The spokes model standing around it.
I agree.
Of course, the lights. Yeah. The tires.
Well, obviously the clutch.
The clutch. What's that? Round?
No, for a manual transmission.
Honestly, I'm so sorry. I do not know. What's the most important on a drift car? On a drift car? I don't know. Well, there you go. Sorry. You can tell I'm just very promoting what.
I didn't even get to the first question.
Suspension. Power is just a byproduct. If I can drift in my 67 horsepower Corolla, you can drift in yours. You don't need a V8.
And that's a wrap for this week. For a look at what's next, we give you the professional hot chick, Marcella.
Thanks, Ryan. Next time, we go inside the head of a judge as he walks us through the decision-making process. Then, an interview with one of the most standout personalities in the sport, Ross Petty. So as always, you can like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and email comments or suggestions to insider@formulad.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll drift back to you next week.